I step in the middle when I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, 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 in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. She won't make it, got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Say less. Talking so fast, slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack. And
the veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
one thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. The motion man is Raymond. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 9.
Now Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught. And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Goff. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
That's caught by Gibbs. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
A second down throw for Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. That's on the all-pro tackle, Penei Sewell. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Throwing, Goff. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal drop. This, a 44-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. But let's see what the flag is about. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. It is 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
We'll go play action with Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate. An opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
3rd down and 9. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll go play action with GOW. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's GOW. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The motion man is Raymond. GOW going to throw here on 1st and 10. He finds Raymond for the completion. So after 1, it's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now GOW. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is GOW. This pass complete to Raymond. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal drop. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are back within 1. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down. as a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Aiden Hutchinson brings him down for a sack, and Mike, he continues to establish himself as really one of the NFL's not only the most talented young defenders, but you can make an argument he's the most consistently disruptive defensive end in the entire league.
On second down, Jacobs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Third and long. To throw is Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Now Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Love to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The next drive about to get going as we check out what's coming up a little later here in Week 9. Tonight, Sunday Night Football. It'll be the Jaguars and Eagles coming up at 8:20 Eastern Time in Philadelphia. And then tomorrow night, Election Night Eve, Monday Night Football has the Bucs and Chiefs. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55 at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 in KC. Off the play fake, here's GOW. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And a fair catch is taken, and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Finding room at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Jacobs. Here's a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. That's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll be looking to answer back. They trailed 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the
pressure gets there, and down he goes. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On third down, they go with Gibbs. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Finally, on Monday Night Football, Election Night Eve, the Super Bowl rematch from a few years back, Bucs and Chiefs from Arrowhead. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. A second down throw for Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. To the left side, that's Hunt by Mitchell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw is Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now Gibbs. And he'll take this to about the 28. Big TJ Slayton on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions 1st down.
When you throw on the Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course, we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is, but the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches, move the chains. But he's also that big play elite receiver that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago.
They'll go play action with Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. The motion man is Raymond. Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff to the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Third down, 3 to go. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. Here's Goff. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. A tough spot here. Third and long. To throw is Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The Lions will punt this ball away as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. Defense hoping to push him back and get that safety. He gets to the 2-yard line, but no gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Love. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but what a connection. All the way up to the 45-yard line.
There's 2 types of tight ends in the league, Mike. There's guys that are just possession receivers. You're going to have to script them open with your play calls, safe, reliable targets. And then there's guys who can go big. They can get downfield exactly like we saw here on this post route, and they can pick up some big chunk plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow, lining, black swap.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The motion man is Raymond. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. to the air. It's GOW. Working free downfield. It is Williams. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Detroit.
And a lot of people were confused about the Jameson Williams draft selection a couple years ago, Mike. Coming off injury, got hurt late in his career at Alabama. But let's not forget, when this guy was healthy, he was the best wide receiver in college. And now we're starting to see a lot of those qualities that we saw in that last year at Alabama play out at the professional level.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Kevin Zeitler, the vet, guilty that time. To throw is GOW. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Goff to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Brian Branch in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Catch made there by Watson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Defense. That penalty is declined.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
He was defended by Emmanuel Mosley.
off the play fake. Here's Love. This one up top for GOW.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. A 2nd down throw for GOW. That's caught. It's Mitchell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's GOW. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's the Lions punt team now. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On play action, Love in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown, as this drive will start with a 1st down. To the right side, that's St. Brown. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, GOW. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. From the gun, it's GOW. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing on 2nd down, GOW. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Now, GOW. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And that'll set up fourth down. Hook team out, ready to send this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. A penalty marker is down as he gets up close to the 35, but this one might be coming back a bit. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st down, it's GOW. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Throwing here is GOW. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll go play action with GOW. That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Wayne Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Powering forward. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff. It's caught by the tight end, Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs.